Family, I'd like to welcome the 2012 Section 7 Bowling Championship to North Ball Lane.
Bob Munson on the PA system from the Munson family.
And if we can quietly get through these, we'll get started. Okay. Thank you, senior boys. Also, we will be recognizing all the seniors at the break during the lunch break. Would Taylor LaValle from Beekmantown and senior Allison Beebe from Plattsburgh High School, please.
They brought Taylor Chappell and from Saranac and
Would
Mike Deal from Beekmantown.
True Indians, please come to the front counter.
Not sure what this is all about, but we'll capture it. Calvin Castine at the North Bowl Lane, 32 Lane, North Bowl Lanes, just outside of beautiful downtown Plattsburgh. And we're here for Section 7 bowling. Okay, concentrating as usual on the Cougars. There's no way we can cover 32 teams. And Cougars are part of our Channel 24 viewing area, so that's where we'll be
Ladies and gentlemen,
our efforts.
please stand for the national anthem with Michael Dio and Taylor Chappell presenting the flag, and Allison Beebe and Taylor LaValle singing our national anthem.
All right. We'll do our best here to get the flag in at least.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
As you can see, there's a good crowd here at North Bowl.
Standing for a moment.
It's Saturday morning, February 4th, 2012. Stay standing for whatever reason. We'll all find out together, I guess.
Good job. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, crew coach Vern Bruno has a few words.
On behalf of our Section 7 schools, back in November 2011, our local community was struck by tragedy, directly affecting 3 of our school districts, Peru, Beekmantown, and Seton Catholic. Our heartfelt wishes and prayers go out to the families. We would like to have a moment of silence in these 3 students' memories. Thank you.
Actually, there are 4 students. Just a slip of the tongue there. 4 students, 3 school districts. Just a slip of the tongue. Okay, Section 7, high school bowling, to determine who will be the sectional champions. Northeastern Clinton girls, we'll start with them.
This is your day, enjoy it. Ladies are coming on to warm up. Good luck, good day.
looks like there's just been a warm up for a while, so we'll be standing here for a while before we actually get to covering bowling. I'm going to make some people angry with me, but that's nothing new. I'd like to point out that every year we and the other people who are here looking to watch the bowling have to put up with these balloons. People get here early and grab a seat, and then so they can see, then bring balloons, block the view of people behind them. So please leave your balloons at home, or else get a long string and put them up on the ceiling. This makes it tough for the people who aren't fortunate enough to get here early enough to grab a seat to get a view. I want to thank while we're thinking of it, the hospitality of the Munson family. They are the hosts here every year. 32 lane North Bowl lanes. It's a beautiful facility here, and it's a great place for the sectionals to be held. And throughout the year, the Adirondack lanes, Beaumont lanes, Mineville VFW, Riverside lanes, and Willsboro Bowling Center also host teams, but the vast majority of the squads are hosted right here at the North Bowl throughout the season. So when the bowlers get here, they have played a lot of games here, even if it wasn't their home alley. As we said, we can't really concentrate on people bowling against the Cougars here, because the Cougars are actually bowling against everybody. We do have Beekman down nearby, but there's no way we can keep track of them also. This is Brianna Smith for Northeastern, looking to pick up what looks like a 2-4-5 spare. And she will do it. Scratch bowling when it gets to the sectionals. We have Sarah Adams. Scratch bowling, your handicap doesn't help you. It does throughout the season. The Cougars came on strong at the end of the year and finished number 1 in the CVAC girls. And the number 1 team scratch was Beekmantown. So certainly congratulations are in order for the Eagles. But again, we have just a little bit of our Channel 24 viewership in West Jay-Z, so we concentrate on the Cougars. We come here, all we can do, and open for Adams. We do want to give some of the highlights of the season as Katie Trombley steps up. High game was a 279, and was this actually a CVAC record. Strongly leads a 245. The high game for girls of 279 is shared by several bowlers. Hillary Miner in Saranac in 2005. Savannah Ronfelt from Osable Valley in 2006. Stacy Steele from Plattsburgh High School in 2006. Lee picks up her spare. Allie Munson from Beekmantown in 2010. And Jordan McKee this year, Ticonderoga in 2012. Is Janelle Menard, and Jordan McKee from Ticonderoga now has the record for the high 3-game series. Good drop on the 3 there, so we avoid the double wood. So just a 9-pin for Menard. High average. The record high average was Allie Munson from Beekmantown here, from the Munson family, of course. Johnson had a 201 average in 2010. Game scratch for, I guess that's without handicap, obviously. There's strike for Katie Hopsby. We'll start the second frame. That's Brianna Smith, Rick Dumas here, handing out meal vouchers, I guess, to the team and parents. Looks like 5'9" for Smith. The game scratch Beekmantown girls team in 2012. 10:35. That'd be one game. Not sure what that's all about here. We've got 3 games, the 28-46, and 6 game scratch, and 53-63. Here's Sarah Adams, shooting the 7-pin. Smith ended up with an open in the second frame. It does say the 2012 CVAC champions. Moving over to the boys' side as Katie Trombley steps up here for the Cougars. The high game is 300, and obviously you're not going to do any better than that. Trombley leaves a split. It looks like a 210. So the perfect game bowlers over the years in the CVAC for the boys. Derek Stevens from Plattsburgh High School in 2012. AJ Brunette from Beekmantown 2006. Eric Labonte from Beekmantown 2009. 9 pins for Trombley. Not much she could do there. She went for the wood. Scott Tinker from Peru in 2009 also. And this year Taylor Chappell was one of the fellows holding the flag there at the opening ceremonies. From Saranac, he had a perfect game, so he was the 5th one. There's a split. It looks like a I don't know if that's a 4-6. A little bit like it could be a 4-6 split here for Menard. We never got a 7-10. Maybe we'll get a 4-6 here on hometown cable. No, 9 pins for Menard in her second. Best high series for a CVAC boys bowler was AJ Brunette in 2009 from Beekmantown with a 799, just missing that magic 800. Strike for Hopsby, it gives her a double. Now we have Brianna Smith for the Cougars. High average. There you go. Strike for Smith for the boys. Another Beekmantown, just like the girls of Munson, another Beekmantown bowler. We've mentioned his name a couple times already, AJ Brunette. 217 average last year, 2011. Now we have Katie Trombley. 9 pins. The a one-game scratch, and again we're going to have to find out. I would think I knew what it was all about till I find out there's a 6-game scratch listed here, but one-game scratch. Now this could be in a championship play. That's probably what they're talking about, because they bowl 6 games here today. So I'm guessing that these numbers they give are for when it came down to the sectional championship. One-game scratch, 12:02 for Peru last year, 2011. Here's Menard. She fouled, no strike, just to reset it. We saw her checking her feet, and she stepped on the line, so that'll be the same as the gutter ball. We'll have to reset the pins. So a 3-game scratch. Last year, Beekmantown 34-52. And she'll get 8 for the frame. 3-game scratch, 34-52 last year. 6-game scratch, Beekmantown in 2010 was 64-77. So looking at that, we see the girls were Beekmantown. No, I see some records from this year with the girls. So I'm completely confused with the 6-game scratch. So I'm not going to talk any more about that unless I find out what it's all about. Hawksby gets 7 pins. Everything is scratch here. We'll just check Beekmantown, the high scratch team for the year, just to see how they stack up here. The 213, the Cougars at 204, Patriots at a 153, but they're still bowling in the third. Okay, we're in the fourth, and this is Bryn Smith. Suddenly have a Patriot assumed coach standing in front of us. Smith sees the picket fence, 1, 2, 4, 7. And Domino's will pick it up. And that gets us to Sarah Adams. There's the 7 pin. Adams going for the 7. And she just barely misses it. There's Katie Tremblay for the Cougars. Leaves double wood. 2, 8, 10. We'll miss them all. We'll give our slant, but all we can do is Menard with another split. He likes splits apparently. Probably prefers banana to bowling splits. And she'll get 8 for the frame. Here's Katie Hawksby. I'd like to point out to our Cougar bowling fans who are watching this on cable or the internet that this is viewer supported. And I could be wrong, but I think in the last 12 months we have 0 support from the families directly involved today. So outside the coach, Rick Dumas, who's a faithful supporter. bowling families aren't supporting us. We're pretty faithful to the bowling. There's a letter in the paper this week, one of those anonymous speak out things, thanking the press for finally giving coverage to the bowlers. Well, we've been doing it for over 25 years. Spare for Smith on the Cougar side here. And paper takes a picture and somebody says, gee, thanks. We go up time after time and there's a strike for Adams. And we exist on viewer support, so thank yous are nice, but we pay our fuel bills with money. Here's Katie Trombley, not with pats on the back. Trombley is strike. Now up to Menard. As usual, we will cover the first three. In the morning. Well, Menard doesn't have a split this time. And then we will head out when the kids head for lunch. Our plan is to cover cover the Cougar hockey game this afternoon. Katie Hawksby up now for the Cougars. Lose the bunt. 1-3. 6-8, I believe. 6-9. 1-3, 6-9. At least that's my guess from this angle. But most of them, we'll just use that Beekmantown total as a barometer here. We can't check all the totals. 424 for them. They're well ahead of the Cougars and the Patriots and the Hornets. And the Indians. Let's try Ponderoga at the moment. Saranac. Who's this? The Royal Willsboro. And Beekmantown dominating here in the first game. Brianna Smith up for Northeastern. Sarah Adams. Leads the 5-9. Now Katie Trombley for the Cougars. There's a 6-9-10. Something new this year. Section 7 decided they needed some funding, so they're charging the spectators $5 each to get in here. So, and of course, none of that going to the North Bowl. It's all going to the section. Menard gets 8 pins. North Bowl will do all right today. Of course, they get paid for the bowling and they get paid for the food, and I'm sure somebody will have a soda or two before the day is over. was spare for Janelle Menard. Now Katie Hawksby. Strike for Hawksby. Now get us to frame number 7. Moving right along there. And a split for Smith. 4-7-10. Number 8 to the frame. And I'll bring up Sarah Adams. Really the 3-6-10. Just checking on that Beekman-Town total, 586. Cougars are at 437. Leaves the 3. Now it comes to Katie Tremblay. Strike for Tremblay. Will step up. And Menard leads the 3-6. Nice pickup by Janelle Menard. There's Katie Hawksby. Eagles are still doing well at 6:04, but not sure exactly where they. I think the Indians are right on track with the same number of bowlers. Peru picked up 6:19, 6:13 at the moment. There's Brianna Smith. Just nudged that head pin. Had it woodwind. Well, what's that? A 1, 2, 4, 6-10. 1, 2, 4, 6-10. You should have tried to put it right in that hole. See, could have done it. So there's 6 for the frame, and Sarah Adams. Plays the 1-3-6. 9 for the frame. Katie Tremblay stepping up. Tremblay leaves a 7-10. We got most, not all of the teams this year when they came to the Bull Mart. Sometimes when we had a 4 o'clock game at AZ that we couldn't be at the Bull Mart, or we had a 4:30 game in Ellenburg. Couldn't go to the Bull Mart. So we'll take a moment here as Menard steps up to start naming the seniors from the various schools. Oh, we got 2 coaches in front of us. with the 7 pin. Now Menard gonna miss it by that much. For El Sable Valley, Caitlin Sousis is a senior. Beekmantown has a bunch. Mike Dio, Kayla Long, Shayla Menard, Katie Reed, Adam Stewart, and Lauren Trombley. Mariah has Rachel DeMars, Shelby Sherman, and Sam Wright. Here's Hawksby. Another strike for Hawksby. That'll bring us to Lynn Smith. Northeastern has Sarah Adams, Katie Hawksby, Brandon Menard, she'll get 3 pins, leave 3 pins. Brendan Menard, Janelle Menard, Aaron Nisak, and Katie Trombley. Who has Cody Bodrio, Stephanie Farrell, and Laura Rock. Good try, almost got that pin. Plattsburgh has Allison Beebe, Andy Harris, Matt Harris, Holly Peterson. Ooh, looks like an 8-10. And Kami St. Germain. We should point out that in checking the paper through the year, we saw that Coach Scott Beebe had a perfect game this year in the adult leagues. 9 for the frame for Adams. There's Sousis. This is only senior for El Sable Valley. Katie Trombley up for the Cougars. And she gets a strike. Two late droppings there. For Saranac Central, Paul Carter, Taylor Chappell, Deanne Kuhn, Francis Frederick, Jade Lakers, Patrick Robert, Austin Postlethwaite, JJ Simard, and Heather Vaughn. And 9 pins for Menard. Ticonderoga has Kerry Bevins, James DeJanto, Billy Corman, and Megan Schreier. And Willsboro, Jeff Bigelow, Eddie Kelly, and Deanna Miro. Speaking of Willsboro, I ran it on Channel 24 the last couple of days. There for Menard. And we've got a game that I just think is a lot of fun to watch. From 1987, Stacey at Willsboro in boys basketball, and what is affectionately known as the Spit Pit. Just an exciting ball game. The Warriors won, but it was just we had it on over the weekend, and it's sitting there on our website. So there's Hawksby getting 9 pins. So if you're looking for something to do and you get your computer handy, go to www.hometowncablenetwork.com and check that out. You can also check it out at plattsburgh.com, but you might find it a little quicker if you go to Hometown Cable Network. But some people prefer to check it out on plattsburgh.com, which is fine with us too. And in the meantime, Smith snuck up there for the Cougars and left herself double wood. He did it. Good shot. Over Smith. There's Sarah Adams. We are in the 10th frame. That was Smith. I thought that's not Adams. Who snuck up here in the 10th frame. A 146 for Smith. Now we have Sarah Adams. Cougars have fallen way behind, and well, it could be uphill for them. They have it's turning out to be a. Well, no, excuse me. They're here. They're 691. Patriots have the 534. The Cougars have a 700 right now. So they're not great, but they're in the hunt. Yeah, there's 6 games total. Now we got Katie Tremblay. I think that's just a head pin. A 146 and a 140. That's Smith and Adams. Tremblay had a stripe coming in. We'll try to pick up on the other girls' totals. When we leave here, we're going to the boys. The spare for Tremblay. With an 861 for Beekmantown. They jumped quite a bit way ahead of Peru. Tremblay with their fill ball now. I'll give her 7 on her fill ball. Tremblay will get a nice 160. Then we have Janelle Menard, who's had a couple of nasty splits that left us some opens. Leaves a 5 pin. Menard looking to spare here, get a fill ball, she'll cover it easily. Gives her a possible 146. There's your fill ball. Waits for the Peru bowler, I guess. There's Menard's fill ball. So Brooklyn gets 7, give her a 143. Hawksby had 3 strikes in a row, then she had that open in the 9th. That's going to prevent her from getting a 200 game. She had a nice little run going there. She had picked up that spare on the 9th. Good position to pick up a 200. And she's going to get another split here. 137. She's got 171 at the moment. We're going to take a quick look over here at the Lady Eagles, 931. Finishing well ahead of Peru, 817. Menard will get 9 for the frame. Cougars will get a 762, Menard a 173. And that's the girls. And we're going to move to the boys A. So stick with us, please. Good. Trying to record here. We got people moving behind us. That's Jolliker, Matt Jolliker. And this Cokes. Gee, look at that. There are balloons in our way. We'll do what we can. Ladies, leave your balloons at home, please. Hang them on the ceiling. This is the boys. We're at the North Bowl Lanes, February 4th. 2012. And this is the Section 7 bowling. Scratch that happens today is what determines who continues. So, as we did with the girls, we'll be covering the Cougars. Sorry we can't cover more teams. It's tough enough just to get an angle on one team. With all the people crowded in here, it's a very nice lounge, but they really max out when it comes to covering the sectionals because they've got such a large turnout here. 32 lanes. For the Cougars, you've got Chris Coates, Matt Jolliker, Josh Bernier, Kyle Siebert, and Joey Robert. Not sure how they did with the first. This is Kyle Siebert. Bernier had a spare. It's 9 for the frame. This is all again the scratch. It's only what happens here today that'll determine which team will go on. Well, just like a playoff in any other sport. What you do in the playoffs is determine the sectional winner, not what you did in the regular season. There's Joey Robert with a strike. Where are we with the... there's Coates bowling already. Bowled already for the boys. Now we got Chris Coates stepping up on behind that balloon. Any strikes? There is Matt Jolliker. 3 strikes. Baby split for Josh Bernier. The B team's also bowl for the boys. I don't think we'll have time to capture them. And 9 for the frame for Bernier. We've got Kyle Siebert. And a strike for Siebert. Leaving the 7 pin of Joey Robert. And we'll have Coates starting the 3rd frame. Strikes for Coates. Robert picking up his 7 pin, doing the spare. Now we have Jolliker. 7-10, what an honor, what an opportunity to pick up a 7-10 here in sectional competition on Hometown Cable. I hope Jolliker really appreciates what he's got going for him right here. What an honor. First 7-10 split ever captured on Hometown Cable. It's going to happen here at the North Bowl at the sectionals. But not this time. Now we have Josh Bernier. Strike for Bernier. Kyle Siebert. Plays a 3-6-7. Alright, we got the balloon slid over. next to Mandy Lynn. That'll help our view here. Now is Joey Robert. Is the 3, 5, 6. And Robert picks it up. Chris Coates up for Northeastern. Doublewood to 3-9. Doublewood did him in, much to his dismay. I'll give that to Matt Jolliker. Jolliker with a strike. And Josh Frenier will step out. For the most part, the players bowl at a good clip here. During the season, that's one thing that irks us, particularly when 90% of the time I have somewhere else to get to, is they'll lollygag. They'll hang around, take their sweet time to get up and bowl.
By games for game 1. On Roseville, the total number 241. Northeastern Clinton, Joey Robert, 213. Matt Gallagher, 211. Chris Coates, 202. South Table Valley, Mike McDonald, 200. For the Beavertown Lady Eagles, Hayden Ravioli, 208. Harry Wells, 212. For the Beavertown Boys, Austin Ohio, 232. Ryan Douglas, 233. Mike Dio, 202. Andrew Roberts, 225. And for the Plattsburgh High Hornets, Jonas Miller, 202. And he came to professionally, his first 200 ever, Henry Hill from Plattsburgh High School, 209.
Alright, we didn't want to interrupt the reading of the high game so far. Here's Coates, who just finished Joey Robert picking up his spare. As I was saying, the hustle is very important in every sport, and dribbling a basketball down the court, walk it down instead of running it down makes a difference in kind of a game you're going to end up with. And the same thing here in bowling. If you just have a sloppy, slow, lazy attitude to get up there, I think it reflects in how the team turns out. Get up there and knock those pins down and get the next guy up behind you.
It's a perfect sport for me.
Jolliker.
Spectator-wise, I can see that.
9 for the frame for Jolliker. Frenier. 2 strikes for the Cougars. A double for Frenier. And Kyle Siebert. He leads the 2-4. 7. And we have Chris Koch starting the 6th frame. He strikes. Robert finishing up the 5th. And picks up the spare. He's much better picking up those 7 pins now. It's tough for the left-hander with the 7 pins and right-handers with the 10 pins. There's Jolliker. He's got, I believe, double wood up there. We'll see. No, he does not. We get the 5-9. Josh Frenier. Strike for Kyle Siebert. We have Joey Robert. And Robert strikes. A nice game for Arnett. Good 6th frame for the Cougars. Everybody marked, including 4 strikes. Oaks has one of them. He doubled. Jolliker working on a spare. Plays a 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. For the frame for Jolliker. And if you're wondering how to spell Jolliker, you don't have to look very far. There's Frenier. There's the 310. Frame for Frenier. Siebert leads the 1-3-6. Today is February 4th. I'll have to check my previous year's calendars. It just seems early to have the sectional. It's very possible that they're the first week in February every year.
Alright, I'm here.
The seasons go by quickly. Here's Joey Robert. Here's the 2-7. And we've got Koch starting the 8th frame, working on a double. And give him the triple. A 3-bagger for Koch. Robert. Oh, came close. Good try for Robert. 9 for the frame. Jolliker for the Cougars in the 8th. There's the 2-pin. that'll get us to Josh Frenier in the pocket, and he gets a little action off the wall to get to 10. And Kyle Siebert will step up. One, 3, 6, 7. Siebert leads the 7 pin. Now we have Joel Robert. Three, 5, 10. Not an easy spare, but certainly a doable one. And he got it. Good job by Robert. Good move to Chris Coates. And the 9th. Leaves a 3-10. Oh yeah, that 3-bagger coming in. And he'll miss his. He had the double wood there, didn't he? See that back pin? He had double wood. That was a very good spare for Coates. Now Zolliker for the Cougars. And he strikes. Good foundation for the 10th. Josh Frenier from Northeastern. Strike for Frenier. North Bowl, February 4th, 2012. 32 lanes here and they're filled to capacity. Section 7 bowling championships. Unlike other sports, there's no A, B, C, D. There's one title at stake. That's the strike for Siebert. Everybody's on equal footing here, and it's all scratch, so it doesn't matter what your handicap is. Robert. A strike for Joey Robert. That'll get us into the 10th strain. 4 strikes in a row for the Cougars coming in. Just to see, compare the a little bit behind Saranac. But once again, they're not bowling against Saranac, they're bowling against everybody, all the boys' teams, including the B squads. Quite often we have a strong B team from one of the schools that finishes in the top 5 for the day. Another strike. There's Chris Coates. Working on a spare. He gets 9 pins on his first ball. Blue and 9. 181, so we've got a 190 right now. If he can get a spare and a strike, he can finish with a 200. He's got the spare. He's got a 191 plus the spill ball, so he can 9 pins will get him a 200, 10 pins will give him a 201. 2:01. Good strike. Next up will be Matt Jollifer, who's not faring quite as well. Jollifer left the 7 pin. He was working on a strike. Needs to pick up this spare. For Jollifer, he'll get a fill ball. That gives him a 157 plus his fill ball. Once again, everything is all scratched today. Nothing to do with your handicap. Oh, 156. 166, excuse me, 166 for Jollifer. Now working on a double is Josh Frenier. Off the 10 pin. Right now, 2:02 for Frenier, and add 10 more to it. Frenier with a nice 2:12 here in the second game of the day. Nice job by Frenier. Here's Kyle Siebert now. Working on a strike, so Siebert has a 118 plus whatever he can get here in the 10th. Oh, there we go. He gets a double. Those 10 pins count twice, so he's got a one from a 108 to a 118, I should say, to a 138. Oh, that's not going to allow him to strike out, so it gives him a 131 through 9, and 41, and however he can get here. So 141, he's got a 144 for sure. 6 more pins will give him at least a 150. He'll get them all for his spare and give him a 151. And I'll get us to Joey Robert. We'll just check out the Saranac totals. There's Joey Robert. He was working on strike with 7 pins. Well, at the moment, I think he's got a 169. And that's going to finish it up. 171. 173. Those last 2 pins counted twice because of the strike. So 173. Team of 903, just to give you a comparison. There's Saranac, and over here, let's look at Beekmantown, 1082. Over those totals, 195, 223, 225, 236. So we're going to find something else to record. In the meantime, we've got 2 of our 3 games that we're going to get here at the North Bowl on Section 7 Day, February 4th, 2012. bunch of serious thought and deliberation, we have decided that we will cover the Cougar B boys. And we're going to get an extra Cougar B bowler just for the heck of it here. The Sanac Chiefs are bowling next to the Cougars. And they were a man shy on their B team, so Cougars' Brandon Menard is filling in for him. Earlier, when we were doing the girls, we mentioned the scratches, the one-game scratch record, 10:35 this year for Beekman Town. The three-game scratch, excuse me, that's without handicap. That's for today. The three-game scratch, again for 2012, was Beekman Town, so they set the scratch records this year in girls bowling. That was 28:46. So that's their evening's work in a normal evening. 3 games, 2,846 points. 1 game, 1,035 points. But also on this list was a 6-game scratch. And since they only bowl 3 during the regular season, I was a little confused. And the 6-game scratch is only when it comes to sectional time. So the record for girls is again held by Beekman Town. That was 2 years ago, 5,363 points. 5,363 pins 2 years ago, scratch. On the boys' side, it's the single and 3-game scratches were both done in 2011. The 1-game scratch was Peru, 12:02. 3 games was 34:52 by Beekman Town. Those were both last year in 2011. And the 6-game scratch was, like the girls, was 2 years ago. And the boys' total, it was taken by Beekman Town, just like the girls was. And that total was 6,477 pins, 6,477. So those are your lifetime achievements here for the teams for Scratch Series in Section 7 in the CBAC. We're now going to pick up on the Cougar boys B team in the 3rd game as soon as they get up there and start bowling. We'll look at some of the, we're waiting for the B boys to get up there. We'll look at some of the what's scrolling on the unused lanes. '12 Section 7 championships here on Hometown Cable. After a very, very long wait, the B teams are finally starting their 3rd game of the day. Aaron Misak for the Cougars. And he gets 9 in his first frame. Have the Clark family bowling here in the blue team. Here's Kevin Sterling, and he strikes. Strike for Sterling. And now David Siebert. Siebert leads the 10 pin. I want to thank the Munson family for hosting this, and we walked in, they had a lot of nice things to say about our Hometown Cable Network website, www.hometowncablenetwork.com. And if you want to watch this and 100 other bowling matches, just go to that website. You can also go to Plattsburgh.com. Videos are there also. I think it's a little easier to maneuver around the Hometown Cable Network site, but whichever one you prefer is fine with us. That's Dylan Gooley bowling. February 4th, 2012. Section 7, Class B sectionals. 9 for the frame for Gooley. So now we're going to get Menard over there bowling for the Saranac team. And Morgan Wyatt bowling for the Cougar team. Menard will get a goose egg on his first ball. Between the two of them, they average 5 pins. Wyatt gets all 10. Obviously, nobody is expecting this Saranac team to B-team to take the sectional title. That's why Menard is allowed to bowl with the Saranac Bees. Pin 7 for the frame. That'll get us to Aaron Misek. And Misek will strike. I was trying to decide what I was going to do for the third game, and I came over here and looked at the roster, and I said, well, that's Norman and Kitty Bayshard's grandson out there, and the Bayshards have been longtime supporters of Hometown Cable, so why not get Kevin Sterling on tape, and that's what we're doing. Actually, we're not getting him on tape, we're getting him on an SD card, and then onto a DVD, but you know what I mean. A lot of people still think I'm filming instead of, I just try to say recording, not, we're no longer, in most cases, not all, we're no longer using tape, although we do use tapes in some of our recordings. David Siebert gets 6 pins. Good try by Siebert. Now we've got Dylan Gooley. Gooley leaves the 1-3-9. And in the meantime, Menard has stepped up and he's left himself double pinochle. 4-6-7-10. We'll see what he does with that. Missed them all. Gooley picks up his spare. And Morgan Wyatt leaves the 3-6-10. See how the Clark boys are doing over there, the way Zach is finishing up, and Aaron at a 130. That's for Roy and Mary, their fine viewer supporters in Champlain. And Wyatt picks up a spare. We've got Misek bowling. And he missed his spare in the third, yep, we're in the third frame. That's a tough one to miss because he was working on a strike. That kind of negates the strike. Now Kevin Sterling leaves the 1-8. Sterling had a double to start the game. Looking to mark here in the third frame. And he, looked like he had it. Looks like he had it. 9 for the frame. It was tough to do that after a strike to end up with an open like that. There's David Siebert. And Siebert up to 7-10. I know the old Hebert pronunciation was Hebert. I wonder if Siebert was originally Sibert. It's a French name, it's possible. Sibert picks up the spare, and it'll get us to Dylan Gooley. Hey, that smells pretty good. From the North Bowl kitchen here. So we got Gooley for the Cougars over here. We're going to have Brendan Menard bowling for the Chiefs over on the next lane. Coach Rick Dumas. A little action there, Menard. Now Gooley going for his spare. Looking at the 6-10, he's going to get to 10. Forget about that 6. 8 pins for Menard. Masak's going to start the next frame. We're still waiting for Wyatt.
Gentlemen, we have game 2 by individual scorers. From Plattsburgh High School, Jonas Miller, 228. From Northeastern Clinton, Wisconsin, 201. Josh Henry, 212. From the Beavertown Eagles, Josh Henry, Austin Doyle, 234. Shannon Atlantis, 221. Jason St. Dennis, 204. Matt Hoyer with a 224. Tony Ross, 223. Andrew Roberts, 225. Mike Zio, 236. Ryan Douglas, 203. For Saranac, Austin Pulsoway, 204. And Jason Ford, 228. For Beavertown, the Eagles, Katie Lee, 222. Mia Pastioli with a 236. For the Lady Hornets, Brooke Marbach with a nice 225. For Tyke on the Roda, Cole Frazier with a 204. And John Carlson, 216. For Fatal Valley, Cal Vincent with a 225. For Peru, Dylan Bridges with a 202. And for Peru, Jonathan Bowman, 225. And for Marlboro, Chuck Nicola with a 235. Nice point.
Well, we didn't want to interrupt while we were giving those totals from the second game. There's David Siebert. Picking up the spare. Bowling has a 65. Misek a 39 through 4. We got Dylan Gooley for the Cougars. Seven, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. Wyatt. For the Cougars, and we got Menard up. I didn't notice him stepping up there. So he left the 5 pin. Wyatt got a strike. And Menard picks up the spare. That'll get us to Aaron Misak, who will start the 5th for the Cougars. And he leaves the 2-5. Nine for the frame for Misak. So he doesn't have to wait to get his poles. He can just follow him along there. 48. 2-5. And we got Sterling for Northeastern. Here's strike for Sterling. Siebert. That's the head pin, leaves a 1-2-10. Put it right in the gap, yep. A field goal for Siebert. It's Super Bowl weekend, so he's just trying to get the spirit of the Super Bowl. Or maybe not. Now Gooley. Wait a minute. Oh, yum yum cupcakes. Oh, we'll watch the cupcakes if they're not going to bowl. There we go. Big bite. Big bite. It's not going to take a bite now. There's Menard. We'll have to watch the bowling then. Menard gets 7 pins. There we go. Thought they could sneak one in on me there. Gets 8 pins. Menard going for a spare. It's 9 for the frame. Here's Morgan Wyatt working on a strike. And he leaves the what is that? 2-4-5. Meanwhile, Misak stepped up there. Misak's usually slow to get up there, but he's on the ball today. I'm usually complaining because he's up there, not up there. Now today he's up there, and I'm missing him there. There's Wyatt picking up his spare. We'll keep that camera rolling on Misak. This new invigorated version of Aaron Misak. And wait for the frame. So we'll give him a 56. 2-6. Siebert will be up next. He's working, Sterling, not Kyle Siebert, but Kevin Sterling. Same initials. Sterling working on a strike. Leaves the 9-10. No No outside food or beverages supposed to be brought in today, which is certainly understandable. However, they do allow those baked goods to be brought in. So a lot of sweets are brought in and enjoyed on this Section 7 bowling. That's one of the few sports where you can say that, where the players are chomping on a piece of donut or something while they're participating in their sport. Spectators certainly do. David Siebert gets a strike. A lot of high and low and mid fives. Dylan Gooley. Left the wiggling 7. There's Gooley. We have Menards at the bowl. Gooley will pick up his spare. Zach Clark bowling here. We got a 9. Let's see, his brother Aaron seems to be off to a good start. There's Menard. Gets 6 pins. Here's Wyatt. He gets 7 pins. Similar spares. Menard, however, has the double wood on his 4-pin spare. Wyatt just the 3 pins. 1, 2, 8, 10 here for Menard. 1, 2, 8 for Wyatt. And that double wood was the difference. And both of them leave a pin. There's Aaron Misette. There's the 1, 2, 8. It's approaching noon. We'll be leaving here and heading for the Rouse's Point Civic Center for hockey. Double wood left there by Aaron Misette. That's his what? 1, 2, third open in a row, gives him a 64. Through 7. Now we've got Sterling. He leaves the 7 pin. The younger Clark bowler is up there. Missed it by that much. Kevin Sterling. And Clark missed his too. Meanwhile, his sister finished her donut over there. 4-7-10 for Siebert. Give Siebert 7 for the frame. Three opens for the Cougars. Really working on a spare. Meanwhile, we've got Menard over on lane 11-12. He's on 11. Menard. Menard gets 7 for the frame. Here's Morgan Wyatt. He gets 7 on his first ball. Menard has a 63. Misek up for the Cougars. Leaves the head pin. He's starting the 8th frame. Wyatt finishing the 7th. And he's got his spare. There's Misek. And he picks up a spare. Now Kevin Sterling. Plays the 2 pin. Yeah, Sterling misses. We got a better ball from Aaron Clark. And 9 pins for Siebert, leaves the 10 pin. Siebert misses his spare. Dylan Gooley up for the Cougars. Plays a 3-10. Gooley. Gets 8 for the frame. Well, Morgan Wyatt kind of snuck up there on me and gets 9 pins. And I got Menard. Finishing up the 8th here. Wyatt missed his spare. Menard left the, what do you leave? The 5-9, I guess. No, not the 5-9. That looks like the 1-3. Getting advice from Clark. Getting advice from Aaron Clark. How about that? Thanks anyway, he says. Well, Misek will step up for the Cougars to start the 9th frame. Meanwhile, Zach Clark gets 9 for his frame. Misek gets 8. Misek missed it. So, 2-9, he's got a 90.
Right behind lane 11, at the loud door, go straight in with your coupon.
I'm going to predict that Misek will not, he's got 90 through 9. I'm guessing he will not get 100 exactly. Oh, how about that? How about that? Kevin Sterling with a late little drop. David Siebert. He got himself a strike. And Menard. Menard must be cold. He's got the jacket on now. Looks like. And we got Dylan Gooley. We got 6 pins. Menard.
Hey, you guys?
We will get 8 for the frame. And just like that, we'll have Misek starting the 10th. There's the 1, 2, 4. Wyatt gets 9 pins on his first ball in the 9th. So right now, Misek has a 97. 3 pins will give him 100. I'm predicting he will not get exactly 100. He will get 97. Wyatt will miss his spare too. And we're now entirely in the 10th here for the Cougars. Misek is finished with a 97. Here's Sterling. Sterling had a spare. He gets 7 pins. Where's the board? There it is. Oh, he had a strike, not a spare. 9 pins for Sterling. Well, he finishes with a 137. Also working on a strike is David Siebert. He's a 10 pin. Well, it's about time Roy Clark Sr. shows up here. It's lunchtime, that's why he showed up, I think. It's fair for Schubert. Schubert with a strike, ended up in the 133. Now working on an open is Gooley.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's David Bergon. David Bergon.
It's 6 pins. There's Gooley. Gives him a spare. So he's got 104. That's the still ball. Here's Dylan Gooley's spill ball. He got himself a strike. We'll give him a 114. Then we'll get to Morgan Wyatt and to Brandon Menard. Wyatt. strike. It's lunchtime for all the ones who have finished their first 3 games. That's why we got a lot of activity in front of us all of a sudden. There's Menard. He's a 7-pin. They bowl 3, take a lunch break, and bowl 3 more. Wyatt with a double. Coming on strong. Menard has 100 here. Looking to pick up a spare. He's going to settle for that 100, I think. Yeah, exactly 100. Here's Wyatt's final fill ball. He'll get a 158. And that'll wrap up the Bs. I'm hoping to pass along the totals here, so don't go away. In the meantime, we've been at the North Bowl, just outside of beautiful downtown Plattsburgh, February 4th, 2012. This is the annual Section 7 championships, and we hope to remember, sometimes we actually forget to do it, hope to remember to put up the winning totals so we can have that as part of our history of today's events. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For those of you who understand, like Roy Clark does, like Rick Dumas does, that this is viewer-supported local television, and without your support, we can't keep doing this. Thanks for those of you who understand and who support our ongoing efforts. Hometown Cable TV, worthy of your support. It turned into an amazing day for Beekmantown. Congratulations to the team and their coaches Charlie Stone and Jim Buddha Garrett. The boys A for Beekmantown are the Section 7 champions, returning with a score of 64-11. The second best score of the day was put in by the Beekmantown B team with 58-52. So the top 2 teams for the boys were the Beekmantown A and the Beekmantown B. The B team from Beekmantown defeated every A team in other A team in Section 7. Saranac finished 3rd in the boys with 54-78. Peru with 53-86. Northeastern with 52-35. Osceola Valley 50-72. Ticonderoga A 50-25. Willsboro 48-15. And Plattsburgh 48-08. The second best B team was Northeastern Clinton with 43-11. In the girls' side, you see that total of 55-14, which is believed to be a Section 7 record. And the best thing about that score is that it was better than every boys' team except for the 2 Beekmantown boys' teams. So the top 3 scores for the day were all from Beekmantown. Beekmantown girls had 55-14. The third place Beekmantown girls had 55-14. The third place Saranac boys had 54-78. So the girls outscored every boys team except for the Beekmantown A and B squads. Peru was second in the girls with 48-71. Plattsburgh 47-11. Ticonderoga 44-83. Northeastern Clinton 44-63. Willsboro 37-68. Saranac 37-66. And Osceola Valley 36-42. So congratulations again to Beekmantown for sweeping the day at the Section 7 bowling championships at the